Hey, so have you ever wished that you could eliminate negativity from creeping into your thoughts? Well, today's video is all about how to stop thinking bad thoughts and how to stop the voice in your head from destroying your progress. Stay with me because I'll be sharing what I call the we can method with you. It's 5 steps that you can start today, and all you need is a notebook and a pen to get started. Stick around because you'll actually see what it looks like when I destroy the annoying voice that's inside my head. That is what's coming up. Hey Overcreatarians, I'm Scott Markowitz, and this is the place for creatives who are building a personal brand but aren't seeing any results. If that's you, then I think you may want to subscribe right now and click the bell to get notifications so you don't miss any RTWF. Okay, let's get right to work taming the voice inside your head. Have you got your notebook and pen? I want you to use what I call the we can method. We can is an acronym for the 5 steps that I used to tame my little voice. Let's go through the letters real quick. W is write it down. This is going to get you into the practice of recognizing when that voice is addressing you. You might actually be surprised how often the voice talks to you. When I did this practice about 5 years ago, I was astonished to see that the voice talked to me in very negative terms almost every 10 minutes or more. I want you to meet my friend here.
You are a stinky face. You suck. I don't even
That's
believe
the
anybody
voice
would ever
in
work with
my
you.
head. Depending on what I was doing, sometimes it would be like every 30 seconds.
I don't even believe anybody would ever work with you.
E is for evaluate. So after you write down what it says and when it was that it said it, make an evaluation whether or not it's true. The voice in my head used to say, Scott, you're not smart enough to be a top-level editor. Is that true? Are other people actually smarter than me? I mean, they were really smart, but so was I. So when I stopped to evaluate those statements, it just proved to be false. I was just as smart, if not more smart, than other people who are holding that position. Write it down and evaluate. I want you to do that for at least 1 or 2 days. You really want to get a sense of what your voice says to you. And you also want to spend thoughtful time evaluating the truth of those statements. When you're ready to move on is when you stop hearing new things from the voice. So in other words, if you start to hear the same things repeated over and over, then it's time to begin the next part of the we can method. C is for cancel out. Look at your list and write down the exact opposite of the false statements that the voice was telling you. A is the only letter that has 2 parts. You want to announce and affirm. This is where you take control of the inner voice. The next time your inner voice dares to lie about your value, you can immediately talk back. No, you can scream back and announce and affirm the truth. And finally, N is for neglect. Now that you're prepared to correct your inner voice, you will naturally begin hearing less and less of it. The neglect you pay to the little voice will result in it avoiding you. Let me say that again. The neglect that you pay to the little voice in your head will result in it avoiding you. That's not to say that the voice doesn't rear its ugly head. On occasion, it sure does. If you learn to talk back with authority to your little voice, it will only show up when you begin to stretch your capabilities. It will show up only when you're reaching for new talents, new skills, or new experiences. Its appearance will signal that you're about to go through some growth. It means I have an opportunity to take control over a part of my life, and being a chronic overcreatarian, I don't often get to feel that I'm totally in control. So when he lies to me, I just punch him right in the face to take some control.
What are you, stupid?
You punch him in the face. I guarantee, if you practice the we can method, you'll be able to punch your little voice in the face as well. Question of the day. What's the worst thing that the voice in your head has said to you? please leave a comment below to describe some of the lies that it has been saying. Also, if you have your own way of dealing with your inner voice, let us know in the comments also. As always, I'm here to serve you, the Overcreatarian. I believe that together, we can build a community where no connections are left unlinked and every bond we make can be indestructible. Peace.